So yeah, so you know, I saw all these great musicians when I was young, and so they all influenced me. So one of the guys that I saw a lot was Leon Redbone. I don't know if you know Leon Redbone, but he and then they were all the guys that I was seeing. They were all finger pickers. So right off the bat, you know, I started to try to learn how to finger pick. So I would just take any song and, you know, they showed the chords, and then I would just sort of go like that, just sort of throw my fingers at the strings, and then it just sort of, you know, you practice anything long enough, and then it gets, you get a bit more clarity in what you can do. And then watching all these guys, you know, they played, like Leon Redbone, he was great, and another guy was Mose Scarlett, and they basically played the same kind of music, and so they would reach into the 30s and play a lot of old stuff from the 30s. So this was, so these are two songs that I learned from the time I was young, and then I've been playing them sort of as standards. So the first one, Louis Armstrong recorded it in 1938, and it's called Walking Stick, and sort of a bluesier song. Setting the stage. Well, without my walking stick, I'd feel strange. I couldn't be my best, you know, I'd feel undressed without my cane. Gotta have my walking stick, 'cause it could rain. When it pours, I can't be outdoors without my cane. Now if I was to go out without my walking stick, it would be something that I could never explain. Well, the thing that makes me tick on Lover's Lane, it'd go for naught if I was caught without my cane. Now if I was to go out without my walking stick, oh, it would be something that I could never explain. The thing that makes me tick on Lover's Lane, it'd go for naught, well, if I was caught without my cane. So there you go, walking stick. And then, I don't know when Louis Armstrong, this one, but this is a nice sort of a happy, bouncy song. It's called Lulu's Back in Town. Well, I gotta get my old tuxedo pressed. I gotta sew a button on my vest. Tonight I gotta look my best, 'cause Lulu's back in town. Gotta find a half a buck somewhere. I gotta shine my shoes, I gotta comb my hair. I gotta get a boutonniere. Lulu's back in town. Now you can tell all your pets, your blondes and brunettes. Mr. Otis, he regrets, but he won't be back in town, no sir. You can tell the postman not to call, 'cause I won't be back until next fall. Hey, I may not even be back at all, 'cause Lulu's back in town. Lulu's back in town. There we go. So do we have any more questions on timber framing or anything like that? I could do another one. Let me see, or I can. Oh, I got my book here. I just need to miss. Here, I got some cards here with, let's just pick up a good another one like that one. Well, let's see if I can do, oh yeah. And then I do, I listened to a lot of Doc Watson when I was young, and I still like Doc Watson. I thought I had a capo around here, but I guess I left it somewhere in my... So I listened, at the folk clubs, there was the old songs from the 30s. There's always murder ballads, eh? There's always, so this is one called Little Sadie. Well, I went out last night, make a little run, and I met little Sadie. I shot her down, went back home, and I got into bed. 44 pistol under my head. Woke up next morning, 9:30. Hacks in the buggies all standing in line. Gents and the gamblers waiting around. They're taking little Sadie to the burying ground. Well, I began to think, what a deed I've done. So I grabbed my bags, waited, run, made a little run, little too slow. They cornered me down in Jericho. I was standing on the corner just reading the bill when up came the sheriff from Thomasville. He said, young man, is your name Brown? Remember the night you shot Sadie down? I said, yes, sir, my name is Lee, and I murdered Sadie in the first degree. First degree or the second degree. If you got them papers, better serve them to me. dressed me in black, put me on the buggy, and they hauled me back to the Birmingham jail. I had no money to go for bail. The judge and the jury, they took their stand. The judge had the papers in his right hand. 41 nights, 41 days, 41 years to wear the ball and stripes. There you go, little Sadie. So that's so it's getting to be 9. We're
One more. Come on.
okay. One more.
No, one more. Frame is complete without another one.
Okay. One more. Is that?
One more.
One more. Okay, one more. You see? Oh yeah, this is one that. Well, here, this is a ditty. So, Jackie Washington. It's one that I like to play for. I played a lot of kids' music. I had 4 daughters. Had a lot of played a lot of kids' music. All the Raffi songs, and Sharon Lois and Bram, and all that stuff. But this one is, I got this one from Jackie Washington, a guy in Toronto. I like pie and I like cake. I like anything you bake. I like your crackers too, crumpled up in chicken stew. But when I see that jelly roll, I lose all self-control. But most of all these things, I like you best of all. I like pie and I like cake. I like anything you bake. I like your crackers too, crumpled up in chicken stew. But when I see your jelly roll, I lose all self-control. Of all these things, I love you best of all. Well, of all these things, I love you best of all. There we go. I like pie and I like cake.